We live. What's good, everybody? How you doing, Blue?
I'm doing fantastic. And in terms of games I've been playing, my usual Warframe.
Nice, nice.
What have you been up to?
Oh, uh, not much. Sleeping.
Not that much games this week.
No, I've been feeling that great, so I've just been sleeping mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, TYT is starting to fire people now,
Oh shit.
and I'm so the Quarry talked on this video. TYT might not even make it to 2020.
That would be nice.
I mean, that would suck for most of the TYT cast.
Yeah, they can eat a dick though.
I mean, they probably might get a bailout from one of their big rich Democrat friends though, because aren't they one of the key people for their I want to say propaganda. Wait, could we say that or no?
It basically is.
Or do you think some? I think they might be kept around because there might be some big socialist donor that likes TYT's propaganda and wants to keep them around and try to subsidize them to make it to 2020. Because TYT's for the 2020 elections, they're going to be a big part of Trump, like going against Trump.
I guess. I mean, it's not like they helped in 2018 or
2016,
2016.
2018 is
But yeah,
funny
yeah.
enough. 2016 is not looking that good for the Democrats. No, so 2018 is not looking good for the Democrats right now.
Yeah. We'll see.
The Republicans say they might lose, but the thing is, they have a pretty good chance of keeping everything and gaining more seats and everything in the House.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's kind of it. Also, have you seen the Cyberpunk gameplay or no?
I didn't watch it. No. Was it good?
Fuck it. It's fucking awesome.
It looks like a good game.
Yeah, but it's not going to come out for such a long time, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
It looks like the Deus Ex sequel that I want now, because I want another Deus Ex game, and there's not going to be another Deus Ex game for a long time, so Cyberpunk will be. It's
Yeah.
kind of like Deus Ex, though, Cyberpunk 2077, but I'd say a lot more refined.
Well,
Like
the
the system of
the
play.
setting is really similar, but obviously the gameplay
There's going to be
is
a few differences because they're one of the gameplay features is you can become too robotic.
right.
Like you can go crazy. Basically, it's cyborg enhancements.
Or from changing your gender.
Wait, you can. Is there any like transgender stuff in there?
Yeah, you can, because that was part of the game. The tabletop game was that you could change your gender and a whole bunch of other stuff, but that also counted towards the what did they call that?
Insanity, I think it's
Nah,
called.
there was a different term for it though. Like oh shit.
I'm planning to go full, but the way they showed, I'm planning to go full mechanical cyborg on that game. I'm gonna make sure I'm like a fucking spider. Fuck. What are you gonna go for in that game? Are you gonna go for like a try to keep your humanity build or no?
Oh, I don't know.
Because just by the gameplay, I'm going all out on becoming a cyborg.
Yeah, but then you're gonna go crazy.
I won't do the changing gender thing because that's kind of dumb. But I'll go crazy, but I'll live.
Oh man.
That's also apparently Kotaku made an article about Riot Games, the guys who make League of Legends.
What about them?
I think saying like how their workplace is like completely like not like I don't know. They're trying to say like their workplace sucks and it's all sexist at Riot Games.
think I saw that one.
Pretty sure because Kotaku posted it, and then all the other outlets made it like big news. Like, you know, the usuals, Polygon, etc. Remember the article you sent, though? I think you sent it early this week where someone put if it was so empowering to play a woman in Battlefield 5.
Yes, I think that was Polygon. No. Game.
Was it Games Radar?
No, something else.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of hilarious, though.
Oh, it was Games Radar. Yeah. Yep. I never imagined just how powerful I would feel playing as a woman in Battlefield 5.
And it's apparently looking through the article, it's because the chick can't empathize with dudes because she hates men. Anything else? Are you looking at the article right now?
Yeah, trying to.
Any other juicy bits in there?
It's all just bullshit.
Is it just the usual stuff? Is there a twist in there?
Hearing a very British female accent scream for help, saying she's dying and needs someone now desperately, is a seriously affecting moment. God.
Doesn't that sound so cringy?
It really does.
I gotta wonder, do these people actually play video games though? Because I didn't even know they did scream. I thought it just popped up on your screen where it said teammate needs help. That's how it was in 4. I'm pretty sure your character never really screamed.
No, there was a button you could hit, and it would play a voice line. I'm not sure if you
But
heard.
wasn't it like if you're like I think on the Russian side, it would just be Russian. It was like that voice lines, but I think I'm pretty sure it always popped up on your side where it said so and so needs a med kit or so and so needs ammo.
Yeah, they had the text too, but there was a voice line that would play, but I don't think you heard it all that well.
Yeah, and if you're on like the Russian side, like on Russian side or anything like that, you would like basically just now you understand it unless you
Well,
understand Russian.
not if you there was an option you could select that would localize everything. I'm pretty sure.
It would localize it.
Yeah. I think there was an
I never
option.
really noticed that because I just always checked out and I would always check what it sent, like where it just check the side where it says so and so needs a med kit. I would go to them and drop a med kit on them or revive them. God, Battlefield 4 was such a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an option for localizing the all the voice lines.
There was.
Yeah. Yep. So you could either hear Chinese and Russian lines in Chinese and Russian with the English subtitles, or you could use the option and they would all be in English.
I guess I never found that option, mainly because I never really focused on voice lines. I was more like just checking on the side whatever was needed at the time.
I like
Even though the medic was not really that much of a medic in Battlefield 4, I would say.
well, it was the assault class too, so
It had was that the I'm pretty sure was it the only class that had assault rifles was
yes.
a medic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so most people played medic, but they never actually drop med kits.
Yeah.
Oh, and do you remember this? Before where medics would just have like when they rub those things together to revive you,
Paddles.
the paddles, and they slightly rub them and res you, and you spawn with like I think it was like 20 health or some shit like that. You spawn like reduced on low health. Because that was the thing where if your medic hold it down for like, I think 3 seconds, you would get revived with max health. But a lot of people have to survive, and in return, I got a lot of people killed. Because people would like just be in a gunfight, just half res you, and then some motherfucker would just shoot you from like across the lane, and kill both of you.
Yeah, but they still got points for the res though.
Yeah, they did, but it was all for the points. Fucking.
Yep.
I think Battlefield 4 was like only one of the few games, like the few Battlefield. I think that's the only Battlefield game where I got max rank. Because you played Battlefield 1, right?
No.
Oh shit! I was about to say
I
because you
refuse.
understand what I'm saying. Because Battlefield 1 was so bad.
Yeah. No, I have not played a Battlefield since 4. I refuse to buy Hardline. I refuse to buy 1.
And 5, I'm not gonna buy
Yeah,
it.
I'm not buying 5. That's just not happening.
They really did ruin. Like I was like when they said Battlefield 5 was going to be in World War II, I was so excited. Like I genuinely was, but then I find out that it's gonna be Wham in War 2. And I'm like, oh shit. That's a war game I'm not buying this year. Oh, and Zoe Quinn basically got off with more money too, by the way. So you know there.
Wait, what?
I think she said she's making a new game or something along those lines, and she needed funding. I'm not sure if it was a game or her in the comic book industry because DC apparently hired her, Zoe Quinn.
No.
I'm not sure it was. Basically, she got 84 grand and hasn't updated the post or the thing in a year. So effectively, she's pulling an Anita and just getting out like a Band-Aid, but with slightly less money. Because how much did Anita get out with in terms of cash?
It was over 100 grand total.
So,
Because there was like 3 separate things. There was the Kickstarter, and then there was there was more than one Kickstarter, I think, because there was the Kickstarter for the actual videos, the game Tropes versus Women series, and then there was another Kickstarter for the Discord server, and then there might have even been another Kickstarter for something else. And then
I still can't get over that people pay 30 grand just to have a Discord server.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And I don't even think I think it's just big donors that give that money to her, to be honest. I don't think it's like a lot of people who do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean...
Or am I just having too much faith in humanity, thinking that no person would donate to Anita?
Well, there's a lot of idiot feminists that would donate $5 or $10, but I don't know.
Or a lot of male feminists to prove how woke they are.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Oh, lovely.
So what else is garbage has happened this week?
Games Done Quick is trying to use the Jacksonville murders as an excuse to create an industry blacklist to prevent individuals they deem potentially dangerous from attending gaming events.
Are they fucking for real? Wait, gangster, did you just say they're going to be using a mass shooting where not mass shooting, but a shooting where 3 people fucking died as an excuse to block people they don't like? Are they for real? So now 3 people are dead just for some fucking evil, fucking shitty feminist agenda. This can't. Are you sure that's real?
Event security, improving through data. In the light of recent events in Jacksonville, I've taken it upon myself to put forth an idea, creating a small organization of event managers with the express purpose of sharing safety concerns or info about dangerous individuals. Note that this pertains only to life-endangering situations, death threats, serious sexual harassment, rape, weapons, etc., not general rule violations. It is my
what about an esports game player that's like pro Second Amendment? Do they get blacklisted?
You know they would.
What about an esports player that, for example, is like, I'm pro free speech, blacklist? Because don't they already have a blacklist for most of the social media companies already? Because I'm pretty sure that's, remember James, because James Moore was talking about how there's a blacklist that higher ups use.
Sure, but usually that's per company.
No, but aren't the companies kind of used on that, like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff with the blacklist?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember if it's because I think are they unison on the issue, or is there, or does every company have their own individual blacklist?
Uh, it's hard to say.
If I had to put money, I would say maybe they're all working together, colluding. Because if anything, that the Alex Jones controversy proved that the media, the companies are colluding to ban people now.
Yeah, the comments are like, this guy sounds like a fantastic way to create a blacklist for people you don't like through vague claims of a person being a threat.
And if it's they're adding security guards, I say they need more security guards at esports events and gaming events in general. But are they gonna ruin like are these big people trying to ruin everything gaming?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they gonna make sure that they only have like basically a small amount of people who don't even play video games anyways show up to those events? Because what happens if, let's say, there's these guys who like a guy shit posting on Twitter. He's like, oh, like I don't know, he posted like a Trump meme where it's just like build a wall meme. What, does he get blacklisted?
Probably.
Like he probably. What if what if the guy was like pro Hillary Clinton and he posted a joke about Trump? Do you think he would get blacklisted just because he dared to say anything about Trump? And who's propagating this blacklist? Do they have names on what managers they want in there? Because if Blizzard's involved, it's an oh fuck.
Well, it's the GDQ organizer that made this post. So, but I don't.
Who's GDQ again? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think Games Done Quick. Matt Merkel. I don't know if I think it's like a website or something, or it might be like an organization that does.
Is it like a left-leaning propaganda site or?
No. I think they do like gaming tournaments.
Oh, fuck! This is scary because I'm wondering, will I be able to go to those tournaments? Because I always wanted to go to like a lot of these conventions and tournaments. Am I not going to be allowed to go to those anymore because of my Twitter shit posting, or was Twitter shit posting? Now I can't. Is What else does the article say about it?
I'm just reading through the comments. The guy, he responded to a few.
What did he say? What did he respond with?
Oh, just a bunch of bullshit.
Like, well, what about the response to the one where he said it's just an excuse to block, like, get rid of people you don't like?
I don't think he responded to that one.
One of the comments is put some dude's hair, like, because his haircut's crazy. So shit, that's hilarious. Oh, and Crowder made a new change in mind. He did change my mind about Trump's not a fascist. Changed my mind.
Hmm.
Which you think? I thought that was already pretty simple and obvious, but I watched the video and holy shit, the people that he interviews are fucking autistic.
Hmm. Uh, so Theresa May says to South Africa, "You have the support of Britain on land reform."
Oh Jesus!
Yep.
I can't. I'm not shocked with at the same time. I mean, does if there's a bunch of white refugees coming out of South Africa, does Theresa plan to take them in?
Fuck no.
I think the only country that might take them in is Trump. Trump might be
Australia.
able to.
Australia.
Australia's gonna take
Australia
them in.
took a bunch in last time, I do believe.
Is Australia? How far is like Australia in the cuck zone when it comes to these people?
Pretty far.
Damn, if they're pretty far, I'm surprised they took those refugees in from South Africa.
Yeah, that was a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, you
Uh,
see, Tucker Carlson talked about it. And everyone got mad. Like a bunch of feminists got mad at Tucker Carlson for talking about the South Africa controversy, saying how he was a racist for talking, saying now it's theft.
of course. Blizzard
How he's what?
removes Blizzard removes real money purchase options for loot boxes in Belgium.
Damn, so it's Belgian for Overwatch. How are they able to get skins? No.
Uh, they just removed purchase options, so you can still earn them.
Oh, so Belgian players basically will not be able to get any skins now.
Not, I mean, they just have to earn the loot boxes.
Yeah, but you know those loot boxes are not easy to earn, and when you do earn them, you get duplicates and it's random. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
I'm,
not like it's even fair.
I'm sure they'll figure something else out.
I mean, if they had a version where you can just pay for skins, like with your like just pay for a skin, I'm waiting for that to come in. I'll try to get I'll try to like made my VPN and put like I live in Belgium, so I get Overwatch where I just buy skins normally.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, that it won't work. VPN do like could a VPN make Belgium like that work for me or no?
Uh, mm, only if you logged into a different server, and then you wouldn't be playing. You'd be playing with people way outside of your area. This was fucking awesome. A Massachusetts Republican beat the transgender driver's license bill by forcing votes on all 73 genders. Fucking hero.
He's like all 70 genders
Uh,
have to vote.
uh,
That's hilarious.
yeah, instead of letting him lump all the new genders together as gender X, every gender he declared must be listed on Massachusetts driver's licenses. That was Lyon's non-negotiable demand. Lyons told Carr he settled on demanding recognition for 73 different genders, as that was the number he reached by tallying the number of custom gender options Facebook offers. Knowing that his liberal colleagues couldn't rule out any of the genders out of order without undermining the logic of the transgender ideology, Lyons introduced each as a separate amendment to the bill the evening of July 31st, each requiring 10 minutes of debate and 3 minutes to vote on.
Oh my god, that man's a madman.
Yep. 6 hours in, Lyons had only filed 35 of the amendments, at which point House leadership realized he was running out the clock and there wasn't enough time before the midnight deadline to pass both the bill and the other legislation on the docket. At 10:45, they withdrew the bill.
Oh my god.
By now, the few remaining sane Democrats in the legislature realized that Lyons had done them a solid, sparing them from being recorded on a roll call vote on whether to recognize the genders of pangender, polygender, and cisgender. Carr wrote not to mention intersex, intersex man, intersex woman, and intersex person.
What the fuck, man?
One way or another, progressivism is always a death sentence, so we may as well turn it around and use it on its perpetrators whenever we get the chance. That doesn't mean becoming like them, but understanding their con and endlessly harassing them with its real-world applications. Yes. Fucking A, dude.
That man's a genius. We need him for president. I need him to come to Canada.
Right?
He's like, actually, I think the Republicans in Canada might be able to do the same shit, actually. Because Trudeau's already losing the House in Canada. Because he lost the midterms, his entire parliament. So I'm thinking that could be used in Canada, that tactic. They have to name all the genders.
Yeah, this is just like the kid that that made his pronoun Your Majesty in college.
I'm gonna be honest. Wouldn't we all do that?
Right? But yeah,
I mean,
that's the kind of shit that we've got to do, because
he's got to troll it. Cause I think that's the only
well,
way
yeah,
to
you
really
got to
defeat it.
you have to show everybody else how ridiculous. Somebody says, "Oh, we need more gender options for our driver's licenses or whatever it is," and normal people go, "Oh, whatever the fuck, I don't even care. It's just another gender option on a driver's license. Like, who really cares?" No, you've got to show them exactly how fucking ludicrous this nonsense is.
I mean, most of these people are ludicrous, anyways. Most of these crazy. Because I mean, have you ever seen any like a leftist that's sane?
Sure, in real life.
Like, what do you mean by leftist? Are you talking about like a normal liberal guy, or are you talking about like are you talking about like one of these crazy loonies?
No, I mean I have had lefty friends who aren't completely crazy.
I don't mean like people liberals, because there's a big difference between liberals and these crazy fuckers.
Well, but it's only because those crazy fuckers took over the party, and so now there's just about no more sane liberal or lefties in politics.
Because most of the same liberals are like, "Fuck this, I'm out. I'll go to this."
Well, they got run. They got run out. They fell victim to the purity spiral. They would, they wouldn't go along when X, Y, or Z new policy came out, and they were saying, oh, what's a good example? Like, shit, what was the one? There's one that was super crazy. Well, just that Okay, yeah, the along with the transgender bathroom stuff and the transgender women are real women and you can have a woman with a penis, you
How
know,
does that? I'm trying to think. How does that work though? A woman with a penis.
it doesn't work. But that's the whole point. That first it was transgenders want rights, and all the lefty politicians said, "Oh yeah, transgenders need rights." Yeah, and then it was, well, they should be able to go into whatever bathroom they want, even if they haven't had surgery or anything, whatever. And then it was transgender women are the same as real women, and then it was a woman can have a penis, and if you're a guy and you don't want to have sex with that woman with a penis, then you're transphobic.
It just never seems to end, did it?
No, and that's the thing. It won't because
Most of these people are insane though.
oh, it's it was never but just like it was never about gay people. It was never about transgender people. They don't give two shits about transgender people. They just want power.
I mean, that's what Brett Weinstein always said. This is just a power grab because that's what he talks about in his talks. Like, because I listen to like the podcast, I listen to Joe Rogan. He talks about I think this podcast is like maybe a year or two old, and he talks about how it's just a power grab, like a power grab. And now looking at it, he's kind of right. It is a power grab.
It
Like I was
it
thinking, actually,
always
these people are
was.
just.
It always
I thought
was.
these people were just misguided and kind of
Well, no,
crazy. Like,
some
you
of
know what
them
I mean?
are. Yeah, sure. Some people are misguided. But the ones that are in politics, yeah, they're either willfully ignorant or they're fully aware of what's going on and intentionally using it. But yeah, just look at gay men. They used them in the 60s and 70s and some in the 80s. It was the same thing. Oh, gay people need rights and we need to, destigmatize gayness and blah 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 blah. And as soon as they had gotten all the power that they could get off of using gay issues as a talking point, they tossed them aside. Now gay men have male privilege, and they're just as they're
Just as
they're just
evil.
as privileged as a regular straight white male. Yeah, it's a bunch.
That's insane to me, though.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
And just how far do you think this power grab can go before it collapses on itself? Because it's sort of like a monarchy.
I don't know because they try and hide the contradictions. That's the thing. We see it all the time when one small group of, you know, brown lesbians clashes with another group of transgender whatever the fucks. And they
Yeah.
start accusing each other of transphobia or
Racism.
the lesbians will say that trans women are erasing the lesbian identity, and the trans women will say that the lesbians aren't they won't the only reason they won't have sex with them is because they're transphobic, and that kind of shit happens, but it's not happening on a large scale yet.
It will happen on large scale though. Like there's only a
But
matter of
when
time.
that's the thing, how much time?
How long until these power hungry monarchy could we call them a monarchy type group or no? Or like a
It's
dynasty?
more like an oligarchy.
How long do you think these oligarchs can hide their true colors before the
I don't
the
know, because
genie comes out of the jar?
they've done it for an awfully long time. I mean, feminism is the best example of this. I mean, if you take any of the feminists' logic to its conclusion, it ends up with horrendous shit. It ends with women are incapable of using logic, reason, or evidence, and so therefore logic, reason, and facts are a what straight white male patriarchal concept.
I mean, ain't that where this is where the can's going, anyways?
But they were able to hide it for 40 years. That's the thing.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure way then the internet was a thing. Like, people may have talked about this
No, but even when
publicly.
the internet became a thing, I mean, the internet's been a thing for almost 30 years now, right? 90 something was when it
Like when
really,
it first came up into a thing. When it
well,
first was.
when it was first mainstream. It was 90 something when my dad got our first 28K modem and I had access to the internet. And it wasn't but a few years after that when most well-off families had at least access to dial-up, and then it wasn't but a few years after that that even the poorer people had access to something. So, what, 2000 at the latest, so it's been 20 years.
Yeah, the internet's quite a beautiful thing. Even though it's not perfect, of course. There has been some bad things because of the internet, like
Social media.
mainly Twitter.
Facebook's not great either.
I mean, Facebook is not great either, but at this point, I feel Facebook's more moderate than fucking Twitter at this point.
I don't know. Twitter didn't ban Alex Jones immediately.
Yeah, but the thing is, they banned him now, didn't they?
I
Oh,
don't know. I can't remember.
and did I ever tell you this about during the Alex Jones controversy, where Alex Jones app, like he was able to have his Infowars app still on the Apple Store? Apparently, his app was on like top second of being downloaded and shit.
Yeah, he got 5 million new subscribers.
But the thing about that was when that happened, Apple basically it would go like top 10 apps downloaded would appear on there. But then for some odd reason, it would just happen to be that they took away number 3, number 1. They took away number 2 because Alex Jones was like in the number 2 spot of the top apps downloaded.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it on Twitter, like saying like when you're so woke, they take away number 2. I think Paul Joseph Watson tweeted it out. Oh man, it's crazy. Things are going on. Any other crazy news? I said news.
Yeah,
News.
David Hogg likely committed a federal offense when he tweeted Smith & Wesson.
Oh Jesus! What did he tweet at him?
In his tweet, David Hogg said, "Dear Smith & Wesson, should you not choose to be morally responsible by 1. Funding gun violence prevention research with $5 million annually, and 2. Stop manufacturing guns that are illegal under the 2004 Massachusetts assault weapons ban. We will destroy you by using the 2 things you fear the most, love and economics. See you soon."
What the
Article
fuck? How's that a federal crime? That sounds autistic, but
Article 18 U.S. Code Section 875D states, "Whoever, with intent to extort from any person, firm, association, or corporation any money or any other thing of value, transmits in interstate or foreign commerce any communication containing any threat to injure the property or reputation of the addressee or of another, or the reputation of a deceased person, or any threat to accuse the addressee or any other person of a crime, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 2 years or both."
oh Jesus!
Yeah. So the only
How?
the only the only thing is that
He's 18, so he can be under the federal. He's under the federal government now.
Yeah, the only thing is proving interstate communication.
I mean, he literally threatened them, like with ruin. And also, how is he gonna ruin them? I wonder how he plans to pull through.
I don't know.
Do you think he's just tweeting empty threats so Smith wasn't?
Well,
Just,
he could
oh my
organize. He
god.
could organize his hate mob, and organize boycotts, and not like any of them buy guns, but at least it would be optically a boycott.
If none of them buy guns, I mean, at that point, I think more people will buy Smith and Wesson. Can you imagine? Oh, David Hogg doesn't like it. Oh, I'm gonna buy me myself Smith and Wesson handgun.
Yeah, so I mean, they could do things. Now, whether it would work, that's another question. But that's the thing; it doesn't have to work to be illegal, or even doesn't even have to have a reasonable chance of working. It just has to be it just has to be the threat.
I mean, I kind of want to ask David Hogg that now. Now thinking about it, I kind of want to ask him how does he plan to hurt like Smith and Wesson if basically most of the people that follow him don't even buy guns anyways. I'm gonna ask him that.
Yeah. 10-year-old boy was punished for calling his teacher ma'am.
What?
Yep. A primary school teacher punished a grade 5 student and became so mad, quote, she almost threw something at him after the pupil called her ma'am.
I'm sorry, what?
Tamarian Wilson, age 10, whose parents say they raised him to refer to his elders as sir and ma'am as a mark of respect, was made to write the word repeatedly on a piece of ruled paper as a punishment after he used it to address his teacher. The educator at Northeast Carolina Preparatory School in Tarboro argued Tamarian had used the word after she had told the class she didn't like it.
Are you sure people that's for real?
Published by Yahoo.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to imagine what he told his parents. Like, why are you in trouble? What are you in trouble, like fucking Jimmy? I said ma'am. Oh.
Yeah.
And also, did you hear what happened with the Pope? What's happening at the
Oh
Pope
yeah.
in the Catholic
Yeah.
Church?
Oh yeah.
You see that New York Times article that basically says conservatives on the attack on Pope Francis. Wait, is that his name, Pope Francis?
I think so.
Whatever his point is, because this Pope that's currently in the church, he's very left leaning, I would say. I would say he's very left leaning. And the New York Times, even though he basically covered up child molestation, New York Times is like, we have to protect our agenda. The agenda is worth
Yeah,
more than
climate
children.
change and refugees are more important.
More important than children, because I mean, it wouldn't be the first time the New York Times has ever supported a pedophile, though. To be fair.
EA Origin user has all his games deleted, proving dangers of all digital future.
Wait, but why? Didn't we talk about this before? Or no?
No. Reddit user Flying Officer made a post on our gaming on August 10th that gained a lot of attention and ended up making its way to our all on the front page of Reddit. The post outlined how his Origin account on PC was deleted and all of his games removed from his account. He made multiple attempts to get it restored, but EA's technical support didn't care and didn't make any effort to restore the account, even when he provided receipts, transaction numbers, credit card history of his purchases, and order histories. EA support staff made the circular logic that since his account was deleted, there was nothing they could do since there was no account history to check, which is why he took the issue to Reddit. Corrupt moderators attempted to remove the post because it called out EA for their scumbaggery, but after a lot of complaints, the post was restored.
Wait, what? Are these modders protecting EA?
Pretty much, yeah. Our games and our gaming bury posts that outline corruption or malfeasance taking place within the gaming industry. It's part of their modus operandi as revealed in the leaked moderator logs, where any posts dealing with corruption or bad industry practices are deleted or filtered out, either through a bot or through manual deletion. Eventually, a representative for EA stepped in to explain the situation, apologizing for Origin's poor customer support. Going by the handle of Part Welsh, an EA rep explained, "I'll echo the sentiment shared by many of you on this thread. No, this isn't acceptable to us that in this particular instance, we haven't been able to directly resolve this issue via our dedicated support teams, and that it's taken an early morning hunt for memes for me to discover this thread, which has hit the top of our all. I'm grateful that it's providing us the opportunity to rectify the issue, but we will assess everything related to this case to understand why this has happened in the first place, in case it can help prevent similar occurrences for folks in the future."
So it took Reddit to basically save this guy's account, or potentially save it. I mean, that's why I would never get That's why I don't really buy games on the EA platform anymore, like on Origin.
I had to for Battlefield, so.
I mean, for Battlefield's kind of been dying out now. At least the new one. So I'm probably thinking about maybe uninstalling Origin though entirely.
I still got Titanfall in there, so.
By the way, there's a stutter glitch in my Titanfall. Is there any way to fix it? Because I'm on the final mission because I replayed the campaign. I'm on the final mission. I land down, and there's like a stutter glitch where it just stutters and it won't stop. Have you had that problem with your Titanfall or no?
Say it again.
It's like a stutter glitch where I would go into the final mission, drop down, and it would just keep like kind of like stuttering, lagging. Like it would just stutter.
No, I never had that.
Cause I googled it online. There's not really any fixes I can find online. Anything else in the news?
I'm just going through the comments of this real quick. Uh, Yeah, too bad they don't, because this article was a little while ago. They don't have whether or not he actually got his stuff back or not.
I'm not sure if he did. If you had to guess, do you think he got it back or not really?
I don't know. I like this one. New genderqueer Romeo and Juliet set after society has exterminated cisgender men.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. On Tuesday, Out magazine cheered an upcoming queer gender adaptation of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet set after society has exterminated cisgender men. Set in a not too distant future, It takes place 50 years after society has exterminated cisgendered men, reads a tweet from the magazine. The progressive play, set to premiere off-Broadway in the fall and directed by Molly Holohan, strips the classic of its heteronormative structure. The diverse cast includes 6 female and gender nonconforming actors, as well as a fully female and gender nonconforming crew.
I'm sorry, I'm really confused now. I still don't understand.
As the government still relies on martial law to keep the factions in check, 2 young heirs unexpectedly fall in love. One is from the Montagues, the militaristic warmongers responsible for the purge of society's men. The other is the Capulets, controllers of information and the media, fighting to regain independence from a sovereign state. Yeah, but
wait, I thought it was progressive. Why are they in martial law if it's progressive? What happened?
Well, they don't explain how there are young heirs if all the men have died 50 years ago.
I guess it's the world may never know situation.
Yeah.
How bad do you think that's gonna do?
Who knows?
And also, I don't think they know why Shakespeare is in school, like why they teach Shakespeare in school.
Well, of course they don't.
You know how, because Shakespeare, I think did they ever had to read Shakespeare? Or no, they probably didn't.
Most places had stopped by right after I went through school, so.
My school, they made us read Shakespeare still, but it's Canada, so who knows how long until Trudeau has it removed because it's patriarchal or something like that.
So E. Miles Chong tweeted, Vice Waypoint is filing copyright claims on every YouTube video with gameplay footage of dead cells. Stay classy at Waypoint.
Wait, Vice?
Yeah.
Why?
Waypoint.
Wait, how the hell is Vice gonna file copyright on a product they don't own?
Waypoint is basically stealing revenue and profit from monetized videos through the Content ID system because most creators are too small to afford lawyers to contest the claims.
Wait, so how do you trying to figure this out? Wait. Does it explain why they're doing it?
No, we don't have. Some people think it's YouTube and the Content ID system.
But does Vice Waypoint own Dead Cells?
No, they do not. That's the whole thing.
So how are they able to do that? That makes no fucking sense.
I don't know.
And is Vice Waypoint part of like Vice that she website itself too?
Oh yeah, this was good. Oh, come on. There we go. GoodOldGames.com opens Fuck DRM to promote anti-DRM practices. CD Projekt Red and GoodOldGames.com has come under fire in recent times for kowtowing to social justice warriors, but the company recently opened up a new website called Fuck DRM to warn the general audience about the dangers of DRM. This ironically comes shortly after IR-Detto announced that they would be using similar solutions to Denuvo as an anti-cheat system. Torrent Freak is reporting that the new website promotes anti-DRM practices, warning gamers in particular about the dangers of DRM, something that core gamers have been trying to convince people of for the last decade. It wasn't until an EA Origin user got screwed out of all his games did some people finally wake up and realize that the shills have been selling them a dangerous lie about the benefits of the all-digital future ran and operated with restrictions and copyright protections flowing through the industry like veins being powered by the heart of DRM. If you visit the Fuck DRM website, it has a list of what you get and what you lose when you purchase a product laden with DRM.
What do you lose?
being able to back up, copy, or use anywhere, access offline, consumer rights.
Steam, you can actually play games offline.
If you have it downloaded.
Yeah, well, you would assume the game downloaded though. Anyway, you can edit the files with Steam, I'm pretty sure. Has there really been any problem with Steam's DRM or no?
Well, because Steam itself doesn't have a DRM,
Oh,
but there are, or at least not like the real stuff. Because
not
like,
like an
but
actual DRM.
there are games on Steam that like they use Denuvo, and it sucks. And there have been people who have proven that serious performance issues have are being directly caused by Denuvo
Oh,
and stuff like that.
so there's actually like measurable evidence about it.
Yeah, yeah, like 10 to 15% sometimes.
But I would say Steam's the worst with this terms of DRM, or
Well, it's like I said, Steam itself doesn't really have any DRM.
oh,
I
so is
mean,
that more of like a target of Origin and all the other ones?
well, yes and no. I mean, sure, but mostly they're targeting the actual like Denuvo, the third
Oh,
party DRM creators. So,
so that means Steam's pretty good. So I haven't really noticed it, but I guess Steam may be the best DRM out there. Also, I don't trust GOG, so I can't really
I like them because there's no DRM on their games, and you can download just an install file. And I don't know about now, but when I bought a bunch of games from them before, they literally tell you, go ahead and give it out to your friends if you want.
So I can give people a copy of The Witcher 3.
Like I said, I don't know if that's still the case, but when I bought Free Space 1 and 2 and a couple others, yeah, it literally said on the install screen, we don't give a shit. Give it to your friends. We don't care.
I
So,
know that might be good, but the thing about what was it, GOG is they kowtow to SJWs,
I mean, yeah, whatever.
and I mean that can have serious impact because Steam they didn't pander to them.
Well, they apologized for one silly, what was it, a tweet of a
It was a gravestone and had games journalism on it.
whatever. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Because they're not pandering.
I'm worried they will though, like start taking off games that are not like part of the thing.
Well, that's the good part. It doesn't matter if they take them off if you've still got the install file because there's no DRM. So it's not like they can stop you from installing it.
I guess fair enough when it comes to that, sure.
So,
What other downsides are the DRM other than you can't edit files?
I mean, you can lose access to your games like that kid on Origin. Um, performance issues. There have been a bunch of games, I think on Steam, that built into the either the game or the DRM was basically spyware.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Well, with the rise of the digital age, it's kind of been.
well, there's gonna have to be a thing about digital goods because that's the thing with physical goods. It's not like somebody, unless they literally break into your house and steal it. It's not like a company can sell you something and then take it away. But with digital, that can be how it happens. So there's going to have to be
Some legislation about it.
something. Yeah, it's something's going to have to because like what happens when somebody's got an Amazon account and they've bought a few hundred movies digitally there? What happens when Amazon accidentally deletes their account or whatever it is, right? There's 100 different things that could go wrong like that. That that physical media doesn't have that problem of, and they're gonna have to
Yeah,
figure
but
they're gonna have to figure something out about that because people don't, you don't buy a movie to not have access to that movie. That's the whole point of buying it. Otherwise, you would have just rented it. You know.
yeah.
Oh. Well, all right. It's not really much else to talk about.
It's the end of the news cycle.
And I'm getting kind of tired, and nobody else is coming in to talk, so fuck it.
Well, to hear.
Oh, fuck. Alright, everybody. Good.
Should probably maybe try to get a bit of sleep because it's like 12. It's 12, and I should probably get a bit of sleep before work in a few hours.
Fun. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Friday. Peace.